Good morning, everyone. My name is George Uzoma. I'm here again to teach you social studies, and today's topic is drug laws. Now, join me for a ride. Let's look at the topic. Now, let us look at the specific objective. At the end of the lesson, the pupils should be able to 1. Define drug laws. Number 2. List examples of drug law enforcement agencies. Number 3. Mention the laws guiding the use of drugs. Now, definition of drug laws. Now, let us define drug laws. Drug laws are laws that regulate the manufacturing of drugs, distribution of drugs, and prohibits the use of illegal drugs. So, meaning that number 1, what they do is to regulate the manufacturing of drugs. Now, I just want to tell you what happened some time ago. You can see before then in Nigeria, we treat malaria with the use of chloroquine. Now, then when late Dora Akunyili was the Director General of NAFDAC, they made a research and they discovered that chloroquine was no longer having an effect on malaria. And she instructed that they should stop the production of chloroquine. And Nigerians should involve themselves, or they should use other drugs that could be more effective. So you can see that what this agency does is to make sure that they regulate the manufacturing of drugs. So drug laws are there to regulate the manufacturing of drugs, also the distribution of drugs, and to prohibit the use of illegal drugs. So that is the duty of the NDLEA, to prohibit the use of illegal drugs. So that's the definition of drug laws: to regulate the manufacturing of drugs, distribution of drugs, and prohibit the use of illegal drugs. Now, let us look at the drug law enforcement agencies. Now, from the picture there, you can see an officer of the NDLEA and the NAFDAC official. You can see from the image there, they are screening a particular drug. Now, let us look at the duties of the NDLEA. 1, to arrest those who sell hard drugs like cocaine and heroin. Now, meaning that anybody involved in selling hard drugs would be arrested by the officers of the NDLEA. So this is their duty. They are always at the airport. Anytime you are trying to travel out of Nigeria, you always see them at the airport there, checking for people carrying hard drugs. It is their duty. So one of the functions, they check to see if anyone is carrying hard drugs with them. And if they find that person, they will arrest the person. Now, to make sure such drugs are not brought in, it is their duty to check that such drugs, hard drugs, are not brought into the country and also are not taken out of Nigeria. Are you getting me? These are the duties of the NDLEA. Now, what are the duties of NAFDAC? 1, to check the drugs brought from other countries into Nigeria. So meaning that they are to check if the drugs are up to standard, it meets the requirements. Are you getting me? That is the duty of the NAFDAC. Then to make sure drug companies follows the required standard. Yes, they are trying to check if the drug companies are following the required standard to ensure that the drugs we consume are safe. So these are the duties of NAFDAC. Now, want to look at the laws guiding the use of drugs in Nigeria. Number 1, prohibition of the use of hard drugs. Yes, so one of the laws is that the use of hard drugs is not allowed. You can see anybody caught with cocaine, heroin, marijuana would be arrested. So that is one of the laws guiding us on the use of drugs, prohibiting the use of hard drugs. Now, ensuring that drugs have dates of production and expiration date. So you can see that in every drug you buy, they always tell you to always check for the dates of production and the expiration date. That is one of the laws. You must make sure that the drugs you are taking has dates of production and expiration, and also ensuring that the drugs are safe for our use. Now, these are the laws that guides the use of drugs in Nigeria. So now let us look at this assignment. 1, mention the drugs that are prohibited in the country. So I want you to go research, look for drugs that are prohibited, list them out for me. Now, list the function of the drug law enforcement agencies in Nigeria. So thank you very much. So I'm waiting to see your answers. Thanks for watching and have a lovely day.